Alright, welcome back everybody. Well, Vetex has an update for us on the update delay and the Ript drama. Yeah, okay. Like he says some stuff. But yeah, wow. Very strong opinions apparently going on in the community right now. I feel it in the comments, guys, for sure. We were very angry, mainly I'm angry because I had to wait 6 hours and I didn't get compensation. So yeah, but it's fine. I'm used to it by now, so yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's see what Vetex has to say. Vetex said, I didn't want to have to say this, but since everyone's calling the devs and Astro liars, yes, Ript did use AI. Is how he was able to accumulate to. Oh, what the heck is this word? Oh no. I'm cooked. My English vocabulary. Wow, that's a big word. But anyways, he was able to get acclimated to AO's code so quickly. Like, he was able to adapt so quickly and change things so quickly. Okay, sure. I mean, like, okay, yeah, I know a lot of people were saying Rift was using AI. Like, AI is not necessarily bad, right? Like, AI at the end of the day is a tool. The master is only as good as his tools. So is the dev team is only as good as his dev, you know what I mean? Like, low-key putting shade on Vetex, but look, man, we didn't get our update. I think people are right to be angry, but going too far, attacking them, like saying like you should like kill yourself in game or something, like that's not okay, right? But Vetex did deserve criticism, right, for his mistakes. You know, it's his dev team, right? And we didn't get the update, so it is what it is. We're gonna move on. But that's my, let's see, opinion on it, I guess, right? And let's see, he says, this does not mean he's a pure vibe coder. Okay, now, pure vibe coder is basically, from what I understand, is when you're like, have messy coding, and, well, either you have codes that doesn't work, or, nobody could work with it, like your dev team can't work with it, right? So, he's not that. So it means his code actually works, right? Despite Ript using AI, right? I know a lot of people did say that. So it was working. Vetex said, I was in voice chat with him a few times while he was sharing his screen, and he does know how to code without AI and knows what he's talking about. So I assume Vetex like watched him code and then let like Ript like cook, let him be free, do whatever he wants, basically. That's why he got so many codes, and I assume Vetex now has to sort through all of Rip's code after he left the project, I guess, right? Because if we check quickly, is Rip still on the server? No. I just want to make sure, like, because if he's in the server anymore, I went to the Veilbound server, I'm like, wow. I guess he really did leave, like, the Arcane Odyssey / Vetex game Discord, right? Damn. Well, that sucks. A lot of people did say he left because he didn't want to get pinged, but we don't know. We haven't gotten official story / explanation from Rip so far, so it is what it is. We could either wait or it will never happen. Who knows, right? And Vetex said there was some confusion about this since Tech said Rip wrote everything himself. So okay, so Tech caused some confusion there. And Vetex said, which is a lie, and I'm not sure why Tech said this. I think it was like in the moment where Tech was trying to like defend him, right? To like cool down the drama, of course. Like a slip of word, whatever, got heated. And let's see, since he was only vaguely aware of what Rift was doing due to him being busy IRL. Yeah, so Tech didn't really know much. Yeah, definitely he was trying to control the situation. Totally understandable. As for what Ashra said about Rift in Patreon chat that got leaked it everywhere, Ashra did apologize to Rift for this not long after it was resolved. Yeah, I mean, I think it would have helped if like Rip said that like he got an apology in general chat or something. That would have cooled it down, but he left so fast. He did not wanna. I don't know, like maybe he didn't want to get involved. Like that's how I see it. When you leave the server that quickly. Now let's see. Vetex said, I know a lot of you hate me and are going to say I'm lying about this entire thing, but I can't do anything to change your minds about me, so it's whatever. Oh, damn. Whatever. Damn. That sucks. Believe me if you want, but my message above and this one are both the truth. So yeah, I mean like, Vetex doesn't have good credibility because of like how he's been like doing his updates, right? So I get that part where people don't believe him, but I'm sure most of it is true. Like, maybe some twisted words to make it sound better, but I mean, it's believable. I believe it, you know? Like, if it's not true, I'm sure Rip could, like, explain himself. Like, if Rip, like, didn't use AI, he definitely would have said it, I feel like, right? To defend himself. So, yeah. Now, let's see. Vetex said, his use of AI had nothing to do why he was demoted from the dev role. And it was due to what happened above. Whatever that means. Above is quite... Like, above Vetex? Like... Or... Because you're the boss, right? What do you mean above? What, somebody's sponsoring Arcane Odyssey? Huh? Whatever. I don't get it, but... I don't know what the other devs' feelings are towards Rip, besides the fact they were annoyed at him for how he acted, but as I said above, I do appreciate what he was able to do and show me while he was working on the game. I just don't agree with his workflow of changing thousands of things at once and doing no testing in studio before moving on to the next thing. Right, so Vetex is saying Rip got ahead of himself and it's really hard to work with, right? If you're in a team and you're doing the group project by yourself, right? And it's time for presentation, right? We're the listener, right? And if you're presenting and your teammate has no idea what you wrote for, like, let's say the slide, right, that you have on your presentation, I think this is the exact situation going on. So I totally get it. I think I hope you guys get it as well, because there's like, you know, a lot of hate going on, which partly deserve and partly like overkill, right? You know, bring out some of the haters. I see you haters out there, you know. Look out, you know, I'm watching you. Some LARPers out there, you know, like, I see you. Oh, man. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I mean, unfortunate, right, that it happened. But I assume the code was working until whatever happened, right? Now let's see. He's added an escape lead day of an update, right? So he's adding on to how Rip was saying. I mean, how he said Rip, like added like so many thousands of changes. Thousands, crazy. Did he seriously added? Dude, this man. Wait, you're telling me? Wait, Vetex said is basically saying Rip did like thousands of things, like changed it thousands of things on the day of an update? I mean, I hope he's exaggerating, but that's crazy, bro. Like, I'm sure it's like hundreds, but like thousands, okay. Okay. I mean, sure, maybe with AI. Guys, I don't know. I don't code like with AI. Like, I'm sure AI is possible. Like, damn, that's crazy. That the workflow, bro. So I see how like Rip can definitely get ahead of himself if he's changing so many things. So yeah, his team is not happy with him. Wow. Now let's see. Vetex said, if you would, please don't send any hate his way and just chill. For sure. I visited Rip's Twitter. I think most people are understanding, and like they say Rip the GOAT. You know, like he flew too high, flew too close to the sun or something, right? Not much hate going on Twitter. I'm not sure about his Discord server though. Alright, well, continuing with what Vetex has added on. Well, he says, the update will be coming soon. Alright, minus this Friday, which is what Ript did on Friday, which he says there's like thousands of changes, right? Vetex said he made like thousands of changes here, and how it was supposed to be ready already, but Ript made thousands of changes on the day. I feel that's a little bit weird to me. I know you can use AI to make the workflow faster, but thousands of changes is insane, bro. Yeah, wow, maybe the AI like was making all those changes, but that's insane, bro. I wonder what like Ript has to say about it. I really wish he said something about it, but maybe he doesn't want to say anything, and I think that's perfectly fine, right? Maybe. Okay, now continuing on the update on update. Vetex said, yesterday I spent all day optimizing the server setup since the version we reverted to was pretty slow. This doesn't really affect the in-game experience all that much, but it does affect how fast a dev can load into studio playtests. Right. Okay. It doesn't affect in-game, but I'm not sure how many times devs have to log into the studio to playtest, but sure, it'll definitely affect the speed that you can like check how stable the patch is, right? Okay, sure. And he said, after that, and early this morning I was fixing issue with the started character system Ript added since it had issue with respawning, sometime not giving GUI when spawning in, etc., which are now fixed. Right, so there are a bunch of problems already with Ript's code. Damn, so damn, that sucks. It would have been cool if Ript and Vetex could work together at the same time. That would have probably made it easier for Vetex to change everything, but yeah, I'm sure everybody's busy, so you know, it's hard to like work together at the same time all the time. But yeah, now let's see. Vetex said, currently I'm working on updating all the games. Oh my god, another big word. I'm sorry guys, I can't read it. But he's updating all the game's warp function. I mean wrap function. To use task. Oh, he's explaining how the coding works. But yeah, he says to use task.spawn and task.delay as Ript was doing on Friday. Okay, so he is adding, or like he is fixing all the changes Ript was doing on Friday, not like reverting them. Okay. I'm not sure what like updating means, but I guess part of the work Ript was changing, like within the thousands of changes, was this task delay, task spawn on Friday. Okay, sure. Because he was updating the code, right? I assume, since VTech added that AO code being as old as 7 years. Some of it was from World Magic era, which means that there's always some newer Roblox function like these. Right. He means there's like a newer code, like line of code for them, and he has to update them or something. I don't know. And then let's see. He says, since AO has a lot of lines of codes, it's a pain to update common functions used it everywhere like this. After this, I have a few other small things I want to do, such as make far off class, use lower quality model, but besides that, it should be ready to go either Monday, Tuesday, unless tester find other issue we need to fix. Right. So that's basically the end. Quite a lot to digest. I don't really have much comment about what he's saying on like developing. I have no clue, but I can see he's working hard for sure. Whether it's good or not, we don't really know. Hard work doesn't mean good work sometimes. Like, I respect Vetex for doing it, like all these things like almost like basically last minute, but man, sometimes the update just don't end up where it wants to be, right? Like sometimes like the dragon fight it's not as grand as you would like it because FPS, and the emo is clueless. Oh my, who reacted with clueless, bro? Oh my goodness, they're cooking him. Oh my god. Reacted by, let's see. Goofy is the first one to react. Interesting. I don't know, or I don't know how the react works, but somebody started a clueless emote. That's so funny, bro. They're making fun of Vetex already. Not that I'm surprised, but that's hilarious, dude. Oh man. Anyways, I'll see you guys when maybe the update is out. Oh wow.